Well, it's day 6, and today we're heading to Kawagoe. Kawagoe is locally known as Little Edo. It's famous for its candied sweet potatoes. Now, Kawagoe is served by 2 train stations, so either Seibu Railways, or you can take JR like we did. And JR is located farther away, and so you'll have to either catch a taxi or take a short bus ride. Some quick tips on how to ride the bus in Japan. Typically you'll enter through the back door, and then you'll grab one of these tickets from the machine at the back. Your fare is indicated by the fare screen above it, and so the ticket you grab will have a number on it. For instance, Zone 1 at the beginning of the line, and you'll look at the screen and it will say Zone 1 would cost this much to get off the bus at the front door. So in this case, Zone 1 costs 390 yen. Now that tall structure in the background is the Toki no Kane bell tower. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But first, let's go to Starbucks because I need to use the bathroom. Now, although this Starbucks looks like it belongs in the old Edo period, it's actually very modern on the inside. And while that looks like a very nice sink, it's actually a urinal. So yeah, don't drop your toothbrush in there. So the Toki no Kane bell tower, this has been around since the early Tokugawa shogunate. It's been rebuilt several times due to fires that have happened in the town of Kawagoe over the years. The last great fire was the late 1890s, which was the last time this tower was rebuilt. If you read about the history of it, there's actually a lot of interesting debate among the locals around what bell sounds better, and so they've often had to replace the bell with a bell from a local temple because it just sounded better. As you walk under the bell tower, you'll find yourself in a small alleyway. There's a rest area, and Yakushi Shrine is located at the back. And if you need to make a call, there is still a payphone located here. More interesting facts about Kawagoe. During the 1600s, this was the domain of the Hojo clan. They won the territory while defending it from the Usugi clan during the Battle of Kawagoe in about 1545. In this battle, the Usugi clan had 80,000 men versus the besieged 3,000 men of the Hojo clan who were kind of hunkered down in the Kawagoe castle. Eventually, the Hojo clan members snuck into camp at night, and the rest is history. Later on, the Hojo clan would become part of the Tokugawa shogunate, and this would become known as the Kitchen of Edo. Fun things to do here are you can make your own chopsticks. The wife and daughter took part in this. I instead walked around with a baby. But here's the footage. Now, as they describe it, basically you take a block of wood, and what I'm assuming is a wood plane, and working at an angle, you would mill it down on all 4 sides until it's probably at a sharp, pointy shape. And then you'd rub some oil on it and sand it. Not in that order, though. Here's the finished product. I don't know whose is whose. And as you stumble around Kawagoe, you'll find many traditional shops around to browse through. Here we've decided to stop and look for a djembe for our toddler. Okay, so what's a djembe? Well, this is a djembe. And as you can see here, Part of the reason they wear these in the summertime is they're very well ventilated. They've got vents sewn into them, and the stitching in general is very loose, and so they're quite airy during the summertime. And something that I like to do is I actually wear my cooling vest underneath it, and so believe it or not, although I'm wearing 2 layers, it feels like it's about 80 degrees to me, so works pretty well. There's lots of little side alleys here that kind of go off towards shrines and temples in the area. This is actually a cemetery. And these red bib statues are Jizo statues. It is said he will help smuggle children who died young from hell and into heaven. So while the girls were in there making chopsticks and me and the baby were sweating it out in the hot sun, I found this orange juice vending machine. Sounded kind of yummy, so I gave it a shot. For the low cost of at least $5, this is what I got. I honestly feel like I got ripped off. That's what I got. Oh well, it was a tasty rip-off at least. Check out this umbrella sword. It's like a sword, but it's actually an umbrella. So we head on down the Candy Alley. I wasn't sure what to expect to find here, but you know, it's going to be ice cream, sweet potato coffee, sweet potato beer. I admit I didn't know anything about half the stuff when I got there, so I missed it, but next time maybe. We did get some sweet potato fries though. I'm going to admit that I wasn't really a fan. Otherwise known as Kenpie. Time for a cola break. And just a pro tip, you can find Coke anywhere in Japan, so if you don't know what to drink at a restaurant, just say Kora. K-O-R-A. They almost always have it. I also got some of this lemonade. I made the mistake of ordering the Sun by Sun there. They essentially throw 3 whole lemons in the drink, and it was ungodly sour. I can still taste it 2 months later. After that, we made a quick stop for lunch, and then started our journey over to the arcade. Now I'm going to be honest, in all of my Japan travels, I have never once said that I like buses. In fact, you could say that I absolutely hate buses. And this entire trip, I will show you how much I hate buses, and all of the things that goes wrong with them. But first, let's watch this Trail 125 drive off, because it's fun. Okay, so what happened with the bus this time? We were following Google's instructions, and Google told us to catch bus number 6 from Kawagoe to Ageo. Sounded easy, but I missed a fine little detail in the fine print there, and that we were supposed to go to the hospital and get off the bus, walk across the street, and catch the next bus number 6 to Ageo. If this is always this way, or just this particular bus requires that, I don't know. Because what happened was I'm following, Google on the follow thing. That's how I know if I'm on the right bus, because if it makes a wrong turn, something's wrong. And at the hospital, we suddenly turned south. And I said, something's not right here. We're not following the path anymore. And we pulled into a parking lot, and the bus driver said he's taking his break, and that's it. Get out the bus. And so we're like, we're halfway to Ageo. What's happening here? And so he said, oh, you made a mistake, so you need to go walk back to the hospital and catch a different bus. And so that's what we did. Whoops, wrong bus. Except the next bus wasn't coming for like an hour. GoPro, stop recording. So while we waited an hour, hoping that the bus was actually coming, because we never could figure out if it was today, I decided to pass the time by looking at cool cars. Now here's some kind of track-ready Toyota Yaris or something. I don't know. It's tiny. Ooh, it's a monkey. Looks like a Land Rover Defender over there. I'm sorry for your loss. This guy's got some cool white walls. Okay, I admit most of the cool cars got away because I forgot to press record, but anyways. Here we are at Ageo Station. And we got to transfer to the next bus to get to round 1. Yes, it's that bus. Suzuki Jimny, anybody? That's actually a Suzuki Samurai, but no longer sold in America. So it's almost dark, but we've arrived at Round 1 Stadium. Now what is Round 1 and why do we care to go here? So Round 1 is kind of a family fun center style place that has basically everything you could want to do on a weekend. Sports, video games, karaoke. It's a great place to go and kill time. What makes it different than other game centers is that it's massive, and here you can pay for all you can play, and everything's free at that point. And check out this massive selection of claw games, which I advise nobody plays claw games. They have absolutely terrible odds at winning. This fish game is really fun to play. I played a lot of it towards the end of our trip. So once you've paid to enter the all-you-can-play section, you're going to find a lot to do in there. For starters, they have roller skating going on, of course. They have an all-you-can-shoot gun range. This is using cork guns, mind you. They have this interesting form of basketball, which is kind of like bingo. The kids really enjoyed the kiddie player area. And little did I know that they had 2 video game sections. This one's free to play, all games. Why was I spending money upstairs? I don't know. And a side note, I wish I'd come here at the end of my trip when I already knew all these games, because now I've played them and I want to play more of them. This person's playing some kind of Guitar Hero, which I didn't get a chance to play. Guitar Dora? I have no idea what that is. My daughter really likes this taiko drumming game. It's been around for a long time. Taiko no Tatsujin. Anyways, helps if you know a lot of Japanese songs. That game's nonsense, don't play it. Gunbullet X there, that's a fun game. Really like that one. This is some kind of ski simulator. Didn't get a chance to play that one. So this is Mobile Suit Survivor 2. It's kind of like a network game where you play against other players in these giant robot suits. And then usually you get a card that keeps your data on file so you can keep playing and upgrading your robot as you play. I played a lot of this about 20 years ago when it was brand new. I think this is the newest version. They have some of these train simulator games too, of course. Let's give it another go and see if I do better this time. Yeah, see, I got an A. I must be learning something. Some kind of tank game. No idea. Now, this is different. Some kind of skeet shooting game. I gave it a shot. It's not bad for a guy with one hand. The other one's holding a cell phone. I tried this game out for my kids who weren't present, but you basically throw these balls at the screen, and it makes no sense. Get some pocket bike races going on here. Got some drift trikes too. Giant volleyball. Archery sounds fun. Darts. And bowling too, but I didn't show that. Got a mechanical bull. After about 8 o'clock, they kick all the kids out. I think it's 18 and over at that time. And this is us just trying to catch a bus home in the dark, waiting in the ditch. And just for fun fact, some commuter trains actually have bathrooms on board, like this one. But that's pretty uncommon. So back in Omiya, we've been really wanting to try this natural Lawson's here, and I haven't talked much about these Quickie Marts yet while we're here, but natural Lawson's is kind of unusual to us. And so, as you would expect, though, they have a lot of, more Whole Foods, organic-y style stuff to choose from. Things like, pistachio milk, for example. And rice flour cookies, in case you happen to be, gluten intolerant. But they also have a lot of the usual, dinner items. And so if you're ever looking for a quick dinner and don't want to pay a lot of money or wait in line, you just go to a Quickie Mart. That's the usual in Japan. Most surprisingly was their craft beer section. Typically, you don't get a lot of choice with beer in Japan, so this was unusual to have this many options. Well, that's it for day 6. Make sure to come back and join us for day 7. We're packing our bags and heading to Yokohama now. We're going to spend most of our day at the Red Brick Warehouse just shopping around again, but we'll make it interesting somehow.